Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday. What will today be? The 8th? Or is today the 7th? What is today? 7, right? She ain't quite so shiny and warm out here today. What's the temperature? Oh, 56. It's weird that 56 feels cold. Sashi in hand. Madison in a normal spot. Abby heading for a normal spot. Let's go ahead and get this Monday going. We had to take a little nature break today.
Yes.
Kelly says, I ain't gonna make it to work. You better start crossing some lanes and take that there exit.
Yes. I can't wait no more.
Yeah, we had to see what they were doing working on the rest area down here all this time, and what I see is pretty much nothing. Just must have been some kind of heavy maintenance thing or some sort. Well, little woman, it's Monday.
It'll be Monday.
I hope this week doesn't start off how last week ended.
No.
That was pretty crazy. But I'm gonna head on down there and see what awaits me.
All right, sweetie. I see you at the water.
Alrighty, you have a good day.
You too, Hannah.
Alright, we'll see ya. See you, bye.
Love you.
2018 GSA in for its running in service or first service, and gentleman's heard about the update and he wants it installed. So I found out from BMW why. I explained this in a reply to a gentleman about why the thing crashed, and I found a TST, a technical service tip on what's going on when you're updating these things. The update is on a server, which is in our corporate building, and then it's pushed to this computer, and then this converts that file into a CAN bus file, and it feeds it to the bike and does all the updates. Well, that's all cool, except for the TFT is done through Ethernet. So this thing is plugged into Ethernet while you're running, and it's pushed from Germany, and it just goes straight through as a non-CAN bus into the bike and connects to the TFT. The problem is, while it's communicating with that TFT, if at any time during the update there's some kind of interruption in the transfer of the update, that's what causes the crash. And unfortunately, when that crash happens, you got to rewrite the whole. It basically crashes the whole bike. You got to re-encode it, which takes about 2 hours. And it's an easy fix. It's just I hate having to rely on an internet connection to update it and just pray it goes okay. It seems like I've done a couple updates already, and it was no problem. It was just that one that I talked to you guys about, and then my demo. So hopefully this one goes through smoothly. But I will have it setting off to the side in case it does do something weird. I can just leave the bike sitting there while it does its thing. It all comes back and everything's updated. And then somebody else made a comment, I didn't get a chance to reply, that they're worried that these computer things will go down while you're riding it. I have never, not once, seen any kind of computer issues with anything. The only time we've ever had an issue is when I'm installing an update, and the only one is with the TFT. Never had another issue of any kind ever. No reports from anyone. I'm sure there's somebody out there, but no reports from anyone of something breaking down while you're on the road. Something losing programming. It's flashed into it. It can't go nowhere. It's doing these crazy updates, and the way that thing is updating is just opening up the door for an issue like that. So don't worry about these things. People get too freaked out. They'll read some little thing, and here goes the rumor mill. I got one that I was just talking to, but I can't talk about that. But it wasn't a BMW thing. It was something else. But the old rumor mill, that's like the old grapevine. She's well lubricated. That grapevine is one slippery son of a gun. Alright, let me do a service and an update. So I get her out of the way so I still have use of my ramp. And that's what you want to see, a bunch of green check marks. Namely, the combi. Green. Went through without a hitch. Most of them do. I don't know. The two that haven't sure messed my day up. But I was prepared for it today. I left my rack clean. I'm gonna bust out a F800GSA. Got another one of these things in. I took that out, what, Thursday or something. And there's where she sits. Well, you guys ready to take that beautiful R1200GS adventure with mini apes on it for a test ride? They're not mini apes. They are crazy high, way higher than I'd ever have them. But he's a tall dude, so makes it way more comfortable for him. When you stand on these things, if you're super tall, you kind of arch over a little bit. But they're just perfect for me. Stop. Look how clear that GPS is. Man, if they could put that GPS in the Spyder, it would be perfect. Now look at that. Look at that nav 6. That is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm glad his update only took 7 minutes. Well, 7 minutes to install, and then you gotta reset things. You gotta relearn the shift angle sensor. You gotta relearn the fly-by-wire. It recalibrates the ESA, electronic suspension adjustment. There are some BMW acronyms that actually... Yeah, I'm down on 4th plane on a test ride though. You don't expect me to answer while I was driving down the road. That's why he didn't reply back. Probably don't want me to. He's good. Good guy, that Ben. 74 degrees out here. So, this is not the first time I was asked, but I was asked today, why do I only ride in parking lots? Well, those are, when I do that, that's a new motorcycle, for one. And, you know, on the checkoff sheet, I have to check off that it's, you know, it's been test ridden and everything's safe and safe to hand over to the consumer. The BMW refers to it as make sure the vehicle is roadworthy. It's roadworthiness, I think is what they say. So anyway, it's a new bike. I have to ride it, but there's nothing saying I have to go a certain amount of miles. I think Indian at one point wanted us riding them 8 miles or something. I don't know that for sure. The Indian tech was saying something about that. So they actually want us to ride them for 8 miles. But, and I think he was doing that for a while and people were freaking out. And I think BMW or Indian finally said, I don't know the story. I'm just purely speculating. But, you know, with BMW, all these guys, you got to test ride them because you're checking off and signing off that bike is safe. And you don't want to be checking something off you didn't do. That's why I'll leave a BMW down in my area until I can test ride it, find a dry spot, you know, when it's winter time. But anyway, that little route that I take is like 0.8 of a mile. And all BMWs are ran on the rolling road, and the most common mileage is 0.9 of a mile. So usually by the time I drive out and make it to the street, it clicks over 1 mile on the odometer. And I want less than a couple miles on it. But some of them come out of the crate with 3, 4, 5, 6 miles on it. You can tell they weren't ridden down an actual highway, but you can see by the brakes and everything that they were ridden on a rolling road. You know, it looks like a dyno. But anyway, I do those with the new bikes, like the BMWs and everything else. So I put, you know, at the most 1 mile on it. And with the customers, you know, it's been in their hands, they've been riding it a while. So I like to take, this works out to just under 2 miles, I think. Or maybe it's right at 2 miles. But, you know, it's been in their hands, and I like to do a little more thorough test ride. And you get the, you know, you're stopping, you're going. You got a couple little stretches where you can roll along pretty good. You got bumps, lots of bumps. So, you know, if something's loose, rattling, or if it's going to do something weird, they usually detect it in the test ride. So as I'm talking to you, I'm kind of thinking about what's underneath me at the same time. I've heard people saying they're having different connection issues, and I don't know, I just had no problems with mine. I did once, I couldn't get it to hook up to my Cena, but I just cycled the Cena and it kind of fixed itself. Sure are coming up that hill slow. How are you doing today? Fantastic. What's that? Super Tenerays are cool, man. You out enjoying this weather?
Yeah, well, getting better.
Good, good. Well, little woman, from a cool, kind of drizzly looking morning, she turned out to be one heck of a nice day.
Oh, it turned out beautiful.
Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Woman,
Papa?
look what she's done to me again.
I didn't do it.
No, it's just that time of week to get more supplies. She goes, I need dog food, chicken food. You know, we're talking about them chickens not laying eggs. Them suckers have flat gone crazy. Now Kelly brings them in with a bucket. I'm like, dang, making up for lost time. That's pretty cheap for a rider. Zero turns what I'd like to get, but dang, man, that price goes all the way up like real quick. Kohler. I don't know anything about Kohler. Is it any good? Holy moly. Husky. Man, they must have sold the heck out of these things. They used to have a whole bunch of zero turns out here. Now I see 2. Spoiling them butts. Getting their little toys and stuff, and their little foods, and their little knackies. That's some spoiled dogs. Yeah, they eat the little squeakies out of them. But I love it. Sashi just goes, she just keeps going and going. And then she chews it out, and then she's like, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's load her up and head on out. Alright. Moving some heavy equipment out here today. Look at this big old, one of those, what do they call them, big old dump trucks? Earth movers or something like that? That's cool. But man, they are packed out here today. Got them lined up. Beautiful skies. Gotta love this time of year. Well, hello there, YouTube. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys had a wonderful day. And depending on where you're at in the world, you may be just starting your day. We're losing light as we're standing here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's some clouds trying to cover the sun back there. Man, we had an awesome day. I think I've seen you, well, I scared you twice. That was about it. Other than that, no meeting at the watering hole or nothing.
No, I was busy.
Yeah, it was a nice peaceful day for me downstairs. And I thought my son was coming back Wednesday. He's actually going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, his flight comes in at 6 tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
and then
he's gonna land at 6 and come to work.
Yeah. No, he takes off at 6, I think, or does he leave? I
No,
don't
I think he said he's
remember.
gonna land at 6 something.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so he goofball's gonna leave the airport and come to work. I think his car is still there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be weird. I didn't think I was gonna see him till Wednesday. I thought he was gonna take tomorrow off, but anyway. But that was fun. Day today. It was a very Beamer day today, although I talked to a bunch of Spyder customers. That was very nice. A whole bunch of Spyder customers, actually.
Cool.
It was a Spyder talk day and a BMW work day.
Yeah.
And my the potential of having a 2-hour update on that GSA went through in 7 minutes. Just like it's supposed to. There's only been 2 out of all of them now that's glitched like that. So, and now that I know why, it's a weird network thing. So it's just a thing.
Good.
Just so like I explained, none of this happens to you while you're driving down the road. This is all, you know, when you're connected and you're manipulating stuff. You don't have the ability to do that when it's not hooked up to BMW. So don't panic. There's some people go, well, I don't want to get out in the middle of somewhere and have a software glitch. Nope.
No.
Haven't heard of it. Just doesn't happen. Just think about it. Harleys are that way. The Spyders are that way. Everything's that way nowadays. They don't up and, I mean, anything can happen, but they don't.
Yeah, they're reliable.
But anyway, Mama, we should roll on out.
All right. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. And for you newcomers, the reason she goes 2 days is there's people in other countries that are a day ahead, so
yeah,
that's why she throws that little tidbit in there.
So I include everybody.
Yeah, get you all in one swap.
Yes. All
right. Well, thank you guys very much. Bunch of awesome comments and newcomers. That's very nice.
That's way cool.
You guys are awesome. Gotta tell you. Yes. I appreciate you hanging around.
You guys are so sweet.
We will talk to you tomorrow. Start a new day.
Yeah.
A goofy kid of mine will be back. I don't know what we'll come up with him.
The stories he's got, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right.
You
Until
guys
tomorrow.
Take care.
We'll see you now. Bye-bye.